What up, B Squad? It is me, JB, and we are here today, you guys. Sorry that this is late, but this is Ready to Love, you guys. Y'all know I typically don't do these videos this late. I've never done a Ready to Love on Sunday. But before we go ahead and get into the review, you guys, if you guys are watching this video or any other video on the channel and you guys aren't subscribed yet, then I need you guys to do me a solid favor and stop taking me out on this date and then having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know the routine. You can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, turning on your post notifications, and sharing the video, you guys. And with that out of the way, without further ado, let's go ahead and discuss Ready to Love, shall we? All right, you guys. So before I get into it, I just want to explain to you guys why, because I know all my videos lately this last few days have been late. So one thing is I got a new phone and I've been recording on the new phone, and so I've been uploading to, I go to my computer, I send it to my phone, send the video from my phone to my computer so I can edit it. It's been hell. So I feel like now I need to get an external hard drive because I've had to delete so much stuff off my computer. Mind you, I don't have a lot of stuff on my computer as it is, so I'm gonna have to buy an external hard drive sometime this week so that way we can be fine when it comes to that, because it wouldn't even airdrop to the computer. Then yesterday, which was Saturday, I went home, went to my cousin's funeral. Beautiful service, especially when my big cousin, he got up there and he gave the eulogy. My God, he did amazing. I need to go to his church one day. I need to go to my cousin's church. So yeah, I had to go to my cousin's funeral yesterday. Then I had a death in the family and they had a death in the family. So we were both dealing with deaths in our family. So that's really what it is, guys. So sorry that this is late, but we are here. This is season 9, episode 7, and this episode was titled Meet the Friends. So you guys, this week is the men's week to send one of the women home. So we get to the gentleman's lounge and Tommy is there, and Tommy, they realize that both Will and Jonathan are gone. LaRon, he was happy to see that Jonathan was gone. I mean, not Jonathan, but Will was gone, as am I, right? So this week, we also got a little deeper into the things that has transpired with Alexis and with Will. And this is my issue with Ready to Love. This is part of the reason. These people be having communication. It's fine to have communication off camera and, via text messages, but we are not privy to everything that goes on. And then we be sitting here looking like, well, when did this happen? Like, how did this connection happen? I never saw them to get together. We don't see the things. So LaRon let us know that when Coach Shia went home, what happened is, I guess Alexis was in a group chat with some of the cast. I think maybe some of the ladies, right? Oh, if there's one thing to know about me, I hate group text. I can't stand them. Oh, I hate them. I remember it was so funny. Like one before I got my iPhone, I had this, the LG View. That was the name of that phone. I had an LG View, and somebody tried to include me in a group text, and I was like, what is, like, well, they did include me in a group text, but it wasn't like I wasn't seeing everybody's text, like, how it is now with a text thread. Whenever people would text, just different text messages would come to my phone. And I'm like, who is this? And how did you get my number? And then they were like, oh, we in a group. I was like, okay, why? Get me out of it, right? But I am in a few currently. Don't like it, but as friends and family, I can do that. But going back to what I was saying is Alexis was taking screenshots of the group text and sending it to Will. And it's like, so you were looking for the mess, basically. So this week, Tommy wants the guys to introduce their connections to their friends, right? So we'll pause here and we'll move forward, you guys. Now, what I will say is quite a few of these guys, the connections that they introduced to their friends, I'm not gonna talk about what the conversations they had. I'm just gonna give my 2 cents, basically. So we see William. So William is introducing Maya to his two friends, right? And I do believe his friends were married, right? So the question that I had, because they were asking Maya at one point, like, so if he go on the road, how you gonna feel about that? I was like, so is the comedian his day job? Because if it is, I'm sorry, we can't be together. If that's your day job, I'm sorry. Yes, there's improv theaters here in Dallas. I live by one. I live by an improv theater, right? And big names have gone to that, theater. Kevin Hart has been there. The unfunny Tiffany Haddish has been there. I know Just Hilarious. She's been there. So some good names go to this improv by my apartment, but that's because they're big names. And no offense to you, William, I don't know who you are. You might be funny. I'm not sitting here saying that you're not, but I'm still asking the question, is that your day job? What do you do 9 to 5? Because I'm hoping you do that as a hobby. I'm hoping you do that as a hobby on the weekends. I'm just asking that question. But we also did find out that he's in the reserve, so he can move around. I was like, okay, cool. So you have something. Like, what do you do during the day? I just know it's not just comedy. Like, I'm not going to sit here and say, you're too old to do comedy. I'm never going to say that, right? Because I'm going to give you guys a perfect example of someone who, for years, it wasn't her time. But toward her late 40s, going into her 50s, she hit her peak. Leslie Jones. Leslie has been on a comedy circuit for years. She did Def Comedy Jam. She's done so much stuff. She was a writer at SNL, right? But it wasn't, like I said, into her mid to late 40s that she hit her big break. And now look at Leslie everywhere. Love Leslie. So I'm not sitting here saying that you can't do it. I'm just saying, what are you doing on the side? Like, that's all I have the question of. Next up, we have Alexis. So Alexis is meeting Chaz's friends. And I was kind of confused because the first time we saw Alexis and Chaz was in last week's episode. And I didn't think they had a connection, but I guess so. Now, Alexis is sucking up to the friends. And I'm like, Alexis must think that she's going home this week. That's what she must be thinking, right? Because that's all I got from Alexis. Because honestly, there's nothing between Alexis and Chaz. Are we being honest with each other? Yes, nothing there. We'll pause here, you guys, and we'll move forward. All right, you guys, so I did realize I skipped over somebody, Justin. What I will say about Justin is watching Justin in his interview when he was talking about introducing his friends to his connections, and he was like, either they can tell me if she's gonna be a potential girlfriend or a potential, F buddy. I was like, excuse you? That's why I said, Justin, when I first saw Justin, I knew something was off about Justin, right? Don't think he's a bad guy, but I think Justin is the type of guy that gives people the answers that he thinks that they want, right? Because remember, he said to Rashina and he said to Mika that he does want kids, but he's gotten to the point where he realizes if he doesn't have kids, that's fine. And again, he's talking as if he's a woman, right? Because women, again, this is not to be taken in any kind of bad context, but where a woman has a time limit on when she can have kids, right? And a man can have kids all the way up into the last day. Women, your biological clock, it ticks, right? So most women, by the time that they, they want to get to if they get to a certain age, they're like, it's okay if I have them, it's okay if I don't, right? It's okay if I have kids biologically or not. So he's saying it as if that's the case, but I'm like, dude, you can have kids whenever the hell you want to. Now, I get it. I get it. For most people, nobody wants to have a kid in their, late 40s, going into their 50s, right? Because you're getting older at that point, and you don't want to be running around behind them damn toddlers. So I get that part, right? But the way he's talking is just like, okay, I'm peeping him, and it's just like, whatever, sir, whatever. Now, he's introducing Rashina and Mika to his cousin, to his friends, right? So he says that since the pajama party, he and Mika have been in contact with each other, and I was like, okay, this is why I always say that they should do something, a la Big Brother style. Again, I know that these people work for a living and all that kind of stuff, but they should figure something like, they don't even have, figure something out, because the whole, we don't see everything, or even do like what, I wouldn't even say put them in, you could do something similar to kind of Married at First Sight style, right? Where you can put them in a place together, they can still live their day-to-day lives, but we are able to see, what they're up to. Like, we can see them in the house together, and when they venture out, like if they're going to, like how certain shows now they have them where the cast records themselves on their phones. They could do stuff like that. Like it's a lot of things that Ready to Love can do, so that we, the audience, aren't missing things and having to piece things together. But it is what it is, right? Now, what I will say also is, when it comes to Mika, Mika is a beautiful girl, right? I like Mika, but when it comes down to Mika, when Mika talks, it's very dry, you guys. I don't know, because it just seems, when she's talking, it seems like she's disinterested in who she's talking to. And that's just the vibe that I get. But you guys can tell me what you think about that. And then the next date we have is with Alonzo. So Alonzo is introducing Patrice and Rashina to his friend India. And I was kind of confused where Rashina came from. He said that they clicked after the pajama party as well. So everybody's clicking after the pajama party. Okay, but I guess. I don't see it for Alonzo. I think, because even the ladies kept talking about Alonzo, they don't see his serious side. Does he have a serious side? Because all I see when Alonzo is the jokes. I don't see it for Alonzo. That's all I don't see it for him. The other thing that I want to point out is the fact that both Rashina and Patrice, neither one of them want more kids. And if you don't want more kids, then you're stuck on that. That's something that you don't want to. I didn't like the fact that they were saying, because I don't feel like they meant that in the moment, that, yeah, I would be open to more kids. Y'all were hesitant. It was the hesitancy in their voices that I heard when they were talking about having more kids. I'm like, y'all don't want more kids. And I wish I would just be like Mika. Be honest about it. Nah, bitch, I don't want no more kids, right? That's why I respect Mika. Now, the next day we have is Dominique. I promise you guys, I always forget about Dominique. I literally forget about him until he's on the screen. And then he's on a date with Vanessa. I was like, Vanessa? Where did this connection come from? Did somebody just throw this together? Like, not being funny. Did somebody just tell them to go out on a date with each other? Because I never saw it. And then she was telling him, he could put more pressure on. I was like, put more pressure on what? A wound? Like, there's nothing here. Nothing. I was so confused. I was just sitting there like, okay, what am I watching? These two have no chemistry. There's nothing here. I don't even know what they talked about. That's how lackluster and boring it was. I literally promise you I forget about Dominique. I was so shocked to see him in this episode. I was like, where did Dominique? I was just looking like, where did Dominique come from? Where did Dominique come from? Never mind. Let's pause here and move forward, you guys. You know something that I just thought about? Yeah. Chaz Yes, he did. I was about to lie and say Chaz didn't. Yes, he did. Yes, he did, because we saw him later and we saw it. Because Chaz introduced Alexis. No, it was Vanessa and was it Alexis or was it Patrice and Alexis? No, Patrice and Alexis met William's friends, right? Patrice and Alexis met William's friends, and Patrice came with flowers for the friends because this is a couple. It was brownie points for her, right? Now the friends, I don't know what the friends have heard because they definitely asked about the drama, and Patrice like, I don't do drama, that ain't me. Alexis like, well, I don't do it, but if it comes to me, I'm not gonna shy away from it. Ma'am, you started the drama, so of course you're not gonna shy away from it. You've kicked the drama off. Like, girl, go straight to hell. Please kindly go to hell. Kindly go to hell. Oh yeah, you guys, that's right. Alexis and Vanessa did meet Chaz's friends. I forgot to mention that part. Because I was thinking to myself, I was like, I feel like Alexis met Chaz's friends with Vanessa. That's right, that's right, that's right, that's right. So LaRon was introducing Mika and Maya to his friend. And once again, I was confused. Where did Mika come from? The thing with Mika is Mika's a pretty girl, beautiful girl, right? The only problem that I have is it's not even with Mika, it's the fact that the men, majority of these men want children and she doesn't want more kids. LaRon, however, thinks that if she meets the right man, she may want kids. That's a 50-50 shot, right? Yes, that could be true and it might not be true. Some women meet men and they already have kids and they say, I don't want more kids, and that is up to him to decide, right? If he wants to pursue that relationship. Some women may meet the man of their dreams and be like, you know what? I always said I didn't want more kids, but for you, I would be willing to have kids with you. But it's ultimately on the decision of the woman and the man, right? It's the woman's decision if she wants to have more kids, but them as a couple, they have to decide if that's something that's if they want to work through that, right? If not work through it, but if that's something that they want to pursue, right? If this is a relationship that I don't want, like, I have to be okay with the fact that my wife doesn't want more kids or my husband wants more. Yeah, no. It's best that you both be on the same page. Yes, yay or nay. Now, LaRon's friend that he's introducing him to is the one he goes out with. I ain't got no comments on that one. I ain't got no comment on that one because I still have questions about that. And we get to the gentleman's lounge and the guys went around and talked about their dates with the ladies, who their friends picked. I don't care. And then we get to the eliminate, you guys. So the eliminate was down to Mika and Alexis, right? And ultimately, Alexis went home because, baby, LaRon had a bone to pick with Alexis. And honestly, I wasn't upset, you guys. Wasn't upset, but I will say, now we're getting down to I guess we're getting down to the wire. I guess, I don't know. We ain't even been on the retreat yet. But this season, I will say, I feel like it's going a little fast. Just my personal opinion. It does feel like this season is going just a little bit on the fast side. What else, you guys? That's it. Next week, the ladies are going to be introducing, oh, my nail chipped. No, it didn't. So next week, the ladies are going to be introducing the men to their exes. Y'all know, y'all know how I feel about the exes meetup. Y'all know I'm never here for it, but we'll see. We'll see what it is when we get there. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel, turn on your post notifications, and share the video, you guys. And until the next time, stay safe, take care of yourselves, you guys. Wash your hands, be blessed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. And I apologize that this video is late. But going into this week, I do hope to be on time with the reviews. And I'll see you guys later, you guys.